Right, who saw that coming? Super Sundays Game 1. Everyone thought that Mumbai Indians had it in the bag, but it was Delhi Capitals pulling off something miraculous. A 4-wicket splendid win to get the IPL 2022 campaign off to a flyer. And we have Dirk Nannes to, of course, review it with us in this cricket.com match review. Yup, we have Dirk Nannes, who I want to say called correctly, but unfortunately ended up with egg in his face. Dirk, not the best start to your predictions.
Like you said, I did not see that coming. I thought they had it in the bag and they just let it slip. It was a bizarre game. You thought the whole way that Mumbai would just almost putting their foot on Delhi's throat throughout that game and then just let them back in at the end inexplicably.
Absolutely. Now let's just take a look at the match summary before we proceed further, because Mumbai kind of got a reasonably good score with Ishan Kishan doing what he does best at the top of the order, Rohit Sharma getting amongst the runs as well. And from a Delhi perspective, they were really kind of playing catch-up cricket, should we say, because they were 104 for 6 at one stage, but then it was Akshar Patel and, of course, Lalit Yadav pulling out something spectacular in terms of that partnership, and then seeing the more important line, the telling line there, Delhi Capitals winning by 4 wickets. Right, where did it go wrong? Because you touched upon it while I was texting you during the game, that the bowling attacks kind of looked awkward in terms of their first outing. Was it just that, Dirk?
Look, I think the Mumbai batting was pretty good. I didn't think Delhi were poor. I thought Kuldeep Yadav was excellent. He challenged both sides of the bat. He outperformed probably the expectation on him. And then Mumbai, they started pretty good. 3 wickets in the power play. It seemed like the game was just going their way. But time and time again, they were bowling both sides of the wicket. The quicks especially, they would bowl 3 or 4 good balls and then bowl one down leg side that gets clipped off. So those overs that you really build the pressure and you can take for 5 ended up being overs that went for 9. And you give enough of those away, suddenly you give the opposition a sniff. And then sure enough, late in the innings, when Akshar Patel came together with Lalit, and they just took the game away. And it wasn't just through good batting. You've got to say that they were gifted just some easy runs towards the death. It was just a combination of good batting, but really poor bowling. Not just average bowling, it was poor at times.
Absolutely. Now, of course, Mumbai had Daniel Sams to go to, and they had Tamal Mills in that particular phase. And they went with Sams, who's had absolute shocking figures, none for 57 in his 4 overs. Do you think that was a game changer?
Don't know if it was a game changer. I thought a little bit before that, when Tim David dropped Akshar Patel out in the deep and then almost had a double play chance to be able to throw it in and affect the run out, and the run out was missed. I thought that was a massive moment. That's those sort of key moments that you look for in the game where the coin's up in the air, it could come down either side, and it's gone down the way of Delhi. But then with that decision, I just think someone like a Daniel Sams, the mail is out on him that he bowls slower balls a lot at the death. And when you're like that, you have to keep evolving in T20 cricket. You have to keep ahead of the game because everyone else in the world catches up. And you've got a coach in Ricky Ponting who knows exactly what he does. He sees him all the time. And so no doubt he's told everyone, just sit, milk his fast balls for ones, hit the slower balls into the stands. And that's exactly what they did in that death over. They just camped on the back foot, waited for the slower balls to come, which were poorly executed, and then planted them in the stands. And the rest is history. 24 off that over and the game's done.
Yeah, it wasn't just with Bumrah. Is there an over-dependence on him with regards to the Mumbai Indians? Because not a field day for him as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a great day for him. I thought when he came back in the very final over there, when the game was already done, that first ball, he absolutely nails his Yorkers, and that's the sort of execution you expect from him. But I don't think we can lump really much of the blame on him. Every good bowler has a day off. I don't think tactically he was poor. I just think execution a little bit off, and you have to give everyone, an off night here or there. I think, though, he's surrounded by enough quality in that team that it's more of a team bowling performance. I don't think we were going to get that sort of spin bowling quality out of Murugan Ashwin. I thought he was exceptional as well. I thought that both Kuldeep and him were outstanding, the wrist spinners today. Challenging both sides of the bat, but I thought Murugan maybe a little bit more so in that he really spun his wrong and a little bit more and really did challenge both sides just that fraction more and didn't allow the likes of Prithvi Shaw to really get on top of him. So that was exceptional. That was probably a match-winning spell for mine.
Okay, let's ask you what Delhi Capitals will make of this when they kind of hit the hotel room later tonight, in terms of that team on paper wasn't really giving much conviction to the fans, but now when they look at it in hindsight, they must be chuffed to bits.
You've got to scrap, you've got to take every little win that you can. There's no question they were down on quality today. If you replace a couple of those players to be able to face that early fast bowling onslaught with a Warner and Marsh, you slide them into the top of the order. That is a real formidable team. So being down on quality, not having a fantastic day with the ball and still come out with a win against Mumbai, you're going to take that every day of the week. And that's probably one that they'll probably not be expecting to win before they came in. They might have sort of thought maybe it's a 50-50, but certainly not expecting to win. And that's a massive plus for them. Right.
Final one for me then. Mumbai Indians, of course, have this slow starter stag, and that really hasn't kind of boded well for them over the years, but they've always kind of come into the tournament after that. Do you think it'll be the similar talk by Mahela and company later tonight?
I think it has to be. It's one game, yes. They poorly executed. Does that mean that they've got a bad team? No. There's plenty of upside for that side in this competition. So much quality in the side. I thought the way Ishan Kishan came out and whacked the ball around, the quality that he showed was outstanding. Rohit Sharma again was exceptional. I just think they have to go away and just work on their execution, and that's it. I don't think there's too much more they need to do.
Yeah, let's see how it pans out for them. And of course, Delhi Capitals, like I said, will be chuffed to bits. Dirk Nannes, thank you so much. We, of course, sympathise with you in terms of your predictions, but nevertheless, it's all good and fun from our side.
It's been great fun.
Right, so that was Dirk Nannes just kind of shedding some insight about what's going on, and there's plenty more, of course, games you can catch on cricket.com. Until then, subscribe and we'll see you soon.